Hey guys, welcome to the Berry Patch. So for today's lesson, we are going to be creating Olaf. Olaf from Frozen. Hopefully you guys have seen the movie, it's great. Frozen 2 is also out, that was amazing. But my favorite character is Olaf. A fun fact about Olaf is the guy who's actually the voice Okay guys, then we're going to add in that little part underneath for his chin. So all it is a nice little curved line that goes along the line of the mouth and the bottom of his face, okay? Our next part, what we want to do is we actually want to create his nose, because it's actually a carrot, create his eyebrows and the sides of his face. Now, for his nose, you can actually erase whatever you had inside the middle of his nose because you no longer need any of that. So it's a nice clean slate. So what you're going to do is you're going to start drawing a little circle. You don't want to do it in the middle, but you want to do it off to the side. So a little tiny circle for the point of the carrot. Then around that, you want to do a half circle. And then around that, you want to do a bigger half circle. So all you need is 3 of these lines. That'll give you the shape of what should be a carrot, right? So his carrot, his nose is actually coming out, but we're going to draw it like that since we're doing it on paper. And all you have to do now is you have to start adding to the sides. So his face isn't just a square. It actually comes down to the sides with a little bit of a curve. So when we do that, we don't want it straight. We want to take the top of it and curve it to the side. Take the top of it and curve it to the side, okay? So that's how we got that part done. The next part is his eyebrows. Now his eyebrows, they're kind of like some straight lines, and they have a point at the side. But Olaf is always smiling, so with his smiling, what you want to do is you want to actually make his eyebrows go up in the center. And going up in the center shows that he has this excited expression. Even if you tried to smile in the mirror, you would see that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase a little bit on top of the eye where I had those straight lines originally. So I have space for my eyebrows. So I'm going to make 2 straight lines. Actually, I might need to make it a little bit bigger. 2 straight lines, and I want them to come down to a point. 2 straight lines coming down to a point, okay? Now you gotta do is curve up the middle part to give them that awesome expression. Okay, so I no longer need that part. Okay, eyebrows are done for now, okay? So we can move on to our next step. Oh, you know what we forgot? We forgot Olaf's actual tooth. How could I forget that? So his tooth is really just a longer rectangle. What I like to do sometimes is actually curve his tooth in like this, just to give it something a little bit different. And just connect it, and then you have Olaf's tooth. Okay, now a little bit more details here is we want to start making that smile really stand out. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some lines to his smile to make it even bigger. So I'll make a curved line up here and a curved line up here. Okay? So now I made my smile even bigger. He's a really happy guy. Also his cheeks actually come out to a curve. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the top of where my line is, and I'm actually going to make a curve that comes in about that far. Okay? Same thing over here. I'm going to start at the top of that line and make a curve that comes in about there. You want to try to get them in the same spot across from each other as much as possible, okay? So then what you can do is you can actually start to get rid of a little bit of this space. So you no longer need this line right under your eye, or this line. Now you do need a little bit of a line that's coming out of your nose with that curve, so you can just erase just a little bit so that there's a space in between your cheek and the line between your nose and your cheek. Okay? The little details, they really do matter. Also with Olaf's eyes, you want to add some eyelids. So all we're going to do is go inside of the eye, and we're going to add a little curve inside of the eye. Start on one side, add a little curve. Okay? So if you want to go over Olaf's eyes one more time with your pencil with a little bit of darker line, you can, so that you can see it. And then we can go into our pupils. So Olaf just needs some little circles inside of the oval part of his eye. So at the top, I'm going to make some little circles, just to show that he has pupils. Okay? And the last thing I can do for this part is actually give some hair in my eyebrows. So we already made our eyebrows, but we need to make some hair in it. So I'm going to make a couple of straight lines going straight up inside his eyebrows, okay? They don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be really close together, really far apart. Just some straight lines inside his eyebrows. And we're done with that part. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next step. So this step is we are going to be focusing on our antlers or our hair or the sticks that are coming out of Olaf's head. And for this, all we really need to focus on is when we're making these tree branches, they can be however you want. They actually change anytime he is in the movie. So we can just make them how we want. But we want to think wavy, okay? So as I'm making these wavy lines, I'm going to come to a point and bring that waviness back down, okay? Because that's how our sticks are going to be. So you can also make little sticks coming out of that big stick, but they still have to be wavy. Come to a point, wavy back down, okay? Now, wavy again. Now, some branches actually turn, so if you want some branches that turn a little bit, you can. But make sure you bring that wavy all the way back down. Maybe add one more coming down, and one more on the other side. Make sure you're keeping it nice and wavy, okay? The wavy is what we're really looking for to make it look more stick-like, okay? So then we're all done with Olaf's ears, and we can go ahead and start with shading. Okay, so for shading, it seems like it's pretty obvious, which it kind of is, but you want to make it your own. You can use markers or you can use Sharpies, whatever you got. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with my marker and just go over all the lines that we have. Oh, I also noticed I forgot one thing. Olaf has these two lines in between his forehead that shows that he's happy. So when his eyebrows are going up, he also gets those two lines in between his forehead. Okay? And hopefully that's all that I forgot. Let's just go ahead and with this Sharpie. Go around your nose shapes. And it doesn't have to be perfect. If you mess up a little bit, that's okay. We can go back and erase the pencil mark, and we'll just use whatever mark you use for when you use the marker. Got those two lines for the side of his face. That gap. Nice big cheeks. The bottom of his face. His chin. His nice big smile. His nice big mouth, nice and open. His tooth. And then what you could do is you could go ahead and with your marker, or you can use a bigger marker. I have a Sharpie that's nice and big, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to color in his mouth. You want to make sure you do not touch his awesome tooth in there. So go ahead and color it in with your Sharpie or your marker and keep it black. Remember, Olaf is only a snowman, so he doesn't have too many colors going for him. Okay, let's go ahead and move into our eyes. So go ahead around the shape of our eyes. Take your time. Don't want too big of a mess up. Round your circled eyes. Eyelids. The ovals of your eye, but you can also color those in, but make sure you do not color in the circle for your pupils. Okay, if you notice one pupil is a little bit bigger, you make the other one a little bit smaller so that they're equal. Okay, now I'm going to do the sides of my face, the top, and connect the other side as well. So now I have all that space for my eyebrows, so I can go ahead over my eyebrows, nice and pointy. Get those lines going in there. Same thing for the other side. Make sure they go up in the center so that they're showing that excitement, because Olaf is always happy and excited. You can do those 2 lines in the center that shows that he is excited. And then we're done with the face, so all we gotta do is focus on getting our antlers done. So go over those wavy lines. And remember, if you're not exactly on the lines, that's okay. You can always go back and erase the pencil marks. All you really need are those marker wavy marks. Okay? Okay, so all you gotta do is erase whatever else is there. Like that line you had down the middle. Maybe some areas around your eye. On your eyebrows. For his eyebrows, for his antlers, or his hair, or his sticks, whatever you want to call it. Right? And then now we have our Olaf, right? Looks good, huh? Looks a little different because my face over here is a little bit longer, but it could be a little bit wider as you want, but you still have Olaf. So, can't wait to see your artwork.